Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And now here's Ross. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes Nelson. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And this is complete to Zach Miller. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tony Jefferson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Value 3, value 3.
A shotgun snap for Gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Ravens taking the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Jackson on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Gone!
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hot! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them a gain of 37.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Value 3. Value 3.
Goff now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. And
he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And that's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. Gone. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson now down around his goal line. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 1:57 to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now here's Ross. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The final shot before break here. Goff going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Hot!
Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Gone! 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 Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff on third down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 4 down. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got room. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're running with Gurley. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They go again with Muhammad. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Goff now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Here's Goff. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle there by John Johnson. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Jackson now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things up.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big run there by Gurley. And even 80 yards. So talk about escaping danger from their own one. Clear across the field now. They come up on 1st and 10. from the red zone now. Goff. Flushed it, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to go down again. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. Willie Henry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Value 3.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now they try the right side here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now Ross to return. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll go on the ground. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Baltimore, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.